Hi guys, we're back.
Hello, everybody.
I want to go back to the blanket fort.
You may not go back to the blanket.
Welcome back to
Potter
Sly Cooper, the
closet.
Thievius Raccoonus, where apparently it's the playthrough where it's okay if in every other game, Luke yells at us for not progressing. Why would we do it?
How am I supposed to get past this guy?
Look around real quick. Use your eagle eyes.
Oh, I see.
Happy to have. I love. It feels so satisfying to use the thief stuff. By the way, just like being able to like twirl and land on railings. I love it. It feels so good. Climbing up the bones again. On the road again. On the road again. On the bone again. Oh my gosh, on the bone.
On the bone again.
I'm in here having my own crisis.
I'm sorry, I'm talking to everyone on the Discord.
I'm having
And explaining what swing is.
Swing swing. Go explain to them what swing swing is.
Playing Sly Cooper. Oh my gosh.
The swing swing.
Wanted loop to swing on a hook. Swing.
Swing swing. We just want to swing.
I'm emotionally distraught.
Gosh. Goodbye, rats. Mojo Dupree. I'm pretty sure that's your name.
Hey there, Sly Cooper! That's right. I know you're here. I've seen it in the stars. It's all over my tea leaves. I'm in your mind, raccoon. I know your game. You've
Game over. Sorry, Miss Ruby, we had to interrupt your monologue.
You got him?
You got him? Oh, good
Oh,
job, boys! You did what I didn't have to! Good for you!
Promotions all around.
I was trying to think of something gross to be like, this is on me! Like, dinner's on me. The placenta's on me! Placenta's so gross. I'm sorry. It's so weird that people eat it. I can't understand it. I'm sorry. Is that insensitive to say?
No.
It's weird to me. I'm sorry.
What?
I know like people believe that it's like supposed to in essence be a symbol of like a healthy life, or like it's supposed to be a symbol of life longevity kind of thing, because it's, you know, it's something that comes.
What is?
Placenta.
Oh, placenta.
I looked this up recently, but I have the memory of a goldfish. But it's like, some cultures do believe that it's supposed to be, like, because it's something that is associated with young life, people associate it to be with like a long life kind of thing. Or like, it helps you, it makes you younger in a sense. But I'm just glad that my parents never kept that. Hello, rat. How you doing? Like your tail thing. Just bouncing around. That's another thing I need to mention. I love how Sly's tail moves in this game. Like, it doesn't feel like jolted or anything. It's just like procedural, so it moves with your movement. It feels good.
It is. I do like it.
Yeah. Hello, bud. Ooh, that's... Wow! You don't see us. Mojo Dupree, you go back. You go back, that's right, Mojo Dupree.
Mojo Dupree.
You go back, Dupree.
Dupree.
Dupree. Dupree?
Dupree.
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 It's just us saying words.
Yep. That's why people like me, right? I just say.
Is that how that
I don't
works?
know, man.
Ah, dear.
Shit.
So, since we're here, Abby, what's like something that you had growing up that you didn't realize was creepy until like you grew up?
Oh shit. Oh man, I gotta still talk to the Discord later. I can't think of anything, cause I don't know. As a kid, I was a lot more aware of that kind of stuff, I guess. Like,
Can I jump on that with where the water's at?
I think so.
Okay.
If there is anything, it's something I haven't even seen as an adult yet. So, I guess. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, I can't think of anything.
For me, one thing that comes to mind, excluding Sly, well, there's a few things. One thing is in Rayman 2, in Nintendo 64, The Great Escape, there is a level where, I don't know if you guys know anything about the Rayman games.
I know a little bit.
So, in the Rayman games, there's a level that you have to go to in order to, get a power thing. But you have to appease to this, this mythical guy, and he's basically like, well, I need to test you in your dreams. So he essentially puts you to sleep, and you go into, like, the world of nightmares.
No, thank you.
It's very creepy. You platform on top of skulls, on top of, like, bone hands. And you can see, like, spirits, like, floating up against the wall, and in the background music it has, like, this beat, but then you hear, like, this voice that's like, and you're just like, okay, that's weird. And then to top it all off, the boss fight, how the boss fight starts is the mythical guy comes out of the ground, and he is this, like, essentially, like, you look delicious, and you start sliding down this mountain while in, like, a third-person perspective, but there's an overlay where you see inside of his mouth where there's teeth, and it, like, chomps down every second as it's going towards you, and I played it as an adult, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot how terrifying this is. This legit gave me nightmares.
Look at all the security.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And honestly, the only two things that freaked me out as a kid that were in non-horror games were the spiders from the Deku tree. And that's just, again, arachnophobia.
Yeah.
And they were a lot more realistic than spiders in other games at the time and other things like that. And I don't remember exactly when this started popping up, but the music that started playing when you encountered pirates and met the first Metroid Prime, and then there was like this either siren or like this creature whining or roaring in the background, that freaked me out as a kid.
Yeah.
Then they played that theme over getting the thermal visor. Anyone who remembers playing Metroid Prime as a kid getting the thermal visor probably equally remembers it traumatizing your childhood.
One thing I remember, that was scary. I didn't actually beat the game as a child, but there was some creepy stuff in some Kirby games.
Oh,
Like-
absolutely.
For one, oh hi! We keep talking over Bentley and I feel bad.
Nothing before my righteous analytical ability. The combination has to be 571.
In Kirby Crystal Shards, I didn't get to this part as a kid, but what you do, well, there's zero too, but there was another part that terrified me, actually.
Mind bending. It's Matthew De La Coupe's perpetual slow motion technique. With this move, you can slow down time whenever you want, not just while jumping. Hold down the triangle button to use it.
That'd be useful.
Yeah. So, like, if you don't get all the crystal shards at the end of Kirby, basically you have, like, this cute little thing where, like, oh, everything's fine, and then, like, you leave and stuff. And as you leave, like, everyone's waving goodbye, and the supposed queen, like, is waving bye, and then her, like, she looks to your companion that you've had this whole time, and her glasses shift and her eyes turn red, and that's an indication of, oh, shoot.
You didn't do it.
She's possessed by
Yeah.
the darkness.
Yeah, and I
that's
saw
where-
that, and I was like, I've killed her!
I seem to also remember you saying that, maybe it was you, Abby, but no one else believed you when you said that
Me.
yeah, okay, it was you, Abby, yeah.
Yeah, but I also had a similar experience as well with that thing. At 02 in the Kirby Crystal Shards, it's like the actual final boss, like them. Basically, alright, have fun. A ghastly voyage. So basically, if you start shooting at it, there's like the red stuff that comes from its eye. Turns out that's blood.
Seems to
Yep.
be outfitted with some sort of high-energy cannon. Use the left analog stick to move and aim the right analog stick in the direction you want to shoot. Remember, you can always shoot in one direction while moving in another.
Yeah, so now we're just on a lovely boat with a gun.
Real shooters, yay!
Yay!
But yeah, like, I guess that was one thing. It was Kirby's, the Crystal Shards. I always got those creepy under vibes. Like in the, I want to say it's the Snow World. If you go, in one of the ones, you go down, like, below ground, and there's
the
this
factory.
and you see monsters behind glass and stuff.
Yeah.
That always freaked me
Yeah.
out.
Like, that was freaky. But I remember when you go to, like, the final world area, and you just see darkness everywhere, and everything's, like, corrupt. Can we talk about how the beginning characters were also corrupt?
Yes! Oh
that
my
was
God.
terrifying, too!
So, you know, things that you didn't realize were creepy or whatever. So, bit of a spoiler for Dragon Age 2. When I first started playing, and again, this was as an adult, my friend was like, the one who introduced me, it's like, oh man, what happens to your mom is so effed up. So I just spent the whole game thinking, man, what's gonna happen to her? I was just thinking of various things. And when I actually got to what it was, I'm like, even though it is pretty damn fucked up, I'm like, oh, that was it? You built it up so much, I was thinking, you know, I was thinking of some really screwed up stuff. Again, I don't want to spoil it, just in case we play it for the channel.
Right.
But then once I, you know, stepped back and actually thought about it, I'm like, oh, crap, no, that's effed up to the extreme. But just because I let someone had built it up so much and I let my imagination run wild, the experience was kind of lost on me the first time I did it.
I've seen that happen in other things. So that actually happened somewhat in My Hero Academia with one of my friends, where basically she had heard, like, this outrage on the internet of people suddenly hating, like, this one character, like, or, like, suddenly hating the creator of My Hero Academia so much because of something that a character did. And so she leaped to, like, that person must have done something terrible, like, did he
like, rape somebody?
Did he rape somebody? And I sat there because I knew what it was. And I was like, I mean, I told you I wouldn't spoil anything, so I can't say anything. So she got to the part where the supposed, like, hatred comes from, and she messaged me and was like, so, I'm confused. Did I get to the part?
Or is it a little later?
I'm like, you got there.
Oh, weird.
And I have more to it, but...
Yeah, sorry, no.
Plasm. It's just got to be the source of power for those headstone generators.
Anyways,
So what I told her was, like, the reason why the internet freaked out was because the character is portrayed as a gray character and not black and white, and that it seems like, even though this character did something bad in the past, he's trying to redeem himself and try to be better. And that's something that the internet was outraged about. And she was like, wait, are you serious? They're outraged because he's trying to be better and not everyone is black and white? I'm like, yep,
Well,
that's why. So she thought of all these terrible scenarios when, quite literally, what the character did was realize he made a mistake and was owning up to it.
Oh my gosh.
And even like the other characters were like, I can't forgive you what you did in the past, but I acknowledge what you're doing. I will need some time for that. So, like, it's still normal, not that the characters aren't like, oh yeah, all is forgiven for all the crap you did. It was like, just so you know, you did some crap, and I can't forgive that. So
we also know you did a good, so thank you for the good.
I understand you're trying to get better, but just so you know, it's not enough for me yet. So, like, wow, realistic implications.
Oh my gosh, good writing.
But people hate it for some reason.
So, I heard mostly negative things about Captain Marvel when that movie first came out. And then I heard about the controversy around the film. I say controversy very loosely, mind you. So when I actually went to see it, I'm like, really? This was the movie that the internet was losing its minds over? I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't really see where all the hate, I didn't see where all the love was coming from either, but I'm like, why is this the movie that everyone is dying over? And I admit, I'm kind of glad I heard the controversy because it's like, I could now just enjoy the movie on its own without really being swayed by, you know, so I was expecting a lot worse, and mean, I'll admit I'm a little disappointed I wasn't super mad or super disappointed, but by the same token, I'm like...
Yeah, it's one of those things where, because we live in such, like, an internet-focused age, it's important to remember, like, you need to take a moment, step back, and think of, like, how you would feel. Because sometimes if someone, like, hated something a lot... By the way, have fun with chickens. If someone hated something a lot, you might end up liking it. So you have to try it out.
In here, just looking at this place has got me breaking out in hives. But
You're
we've
allergic
got
to
no
chickens?
choice. That ghost over there contacted me on Spectre Wave Radio, and we've cut a deal. He's promised us a key if you can whack 50 chickens. I guess he needs them to make a big pot of gumbo, but he's scared of the bob-toting roosters. Be careful, or they'll blow you to bits. Think you can do it?
Well, it's not timed. Oh,
Spoke too soon, it seems.
I quit! I quit! I'm done!
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fucking chickens. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the bomb.
Oh, they are fast.
The reason the ghost is terrified of bomb chickens
They are so fast.
suddenly makes more sense, doesn't it?
Too much. Too much, Sid.
The ghost's like, they scare me. You're like, they're chickens with bombs. How
I
can
mean,
they-
like, bombs are, yes.
Okay, not enough control.
Yeah, so
Can you jump onto the things?
you can. I have done it.
That is one way to maybe dodge the roosters. I don't know.
I mean, admittedly, the problem with that last one that got me is that it just kind of popped out right
Yeah.
in front of me.
Yeah.
Good lord, their eyes.
Yeah, the bomb chickens are a little intense.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do this. I'm getting my butt kicked.
You got this. You got this.
Why are they blowing up?
They gotta hit each other.
Oh.
Ah, shoot, I did it again! Why?
I mean, no, I'm grateful because holy fuck, I would never have guessed that.
Yeah. Dang it.
No, wrong button.
I feel so bad. I'm gonna do better, dang it. I'm so bad at this.
Also, the chickens' eyes are so big. Like, not even just the roosters, but like the chickens.
Nanny waddle away. Oh.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Oh.
Whoa!
I'm trying to change my ability. Instead, I'm pulling up my glass.
We will be back.
That is an episode, actually.
JK, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Once we've demolished all these chickens.
Gotta kill the chickens, apparently.
Yep.
All the chickens.